Hi guys, welcome back to our video. So today we will be discussing about chips. So chips represent complex entities in small blocks such as contact. So it may contain as you can see, a photo, a letter, and also without it. And chips can be also closable. So let's start digging into it. So let's start defining it. So we have a namespace M here and material chip. We can also let's remove the margin for now. We have a text definition property and also the icon type. So this is the basic structure of the chip. So if you refresh the page, so that's the chip item, and you can also change the background color, for example to green. Okay, and you can refresh the page and you have it. Also text color can be editable. So for example, if you want, instead of white, you can just add it black. And next thing is you can also add a tooltip into that. So we will define more tooltip about later on in the project. Yeah, so if you hover, so you have the tooltip there. So that's the simple chip. We have also types defined into the chip component. So we have an outline chip. So if we go here and then type outline, for example, and then we refresh, so the chip will be outlined. And then let's remove the background and text color so that we adapt the outline. So as you can see, it has a border. And using the static chip, so the only difference is so if you click that X icon, it will remove, as you can see. So with the static chip, we don't allow that. You can remove the definition of the icon type, and then now it's not removable because we don't have the access to the icon closed icon. So that's the static chip. You can also define with content, additional content, which is the letter, and also you can also provide the image. So yeah, let's just copy this, like that. Okay, and then let's just do it there. Okay, so and remove the type outline and the just for this example. Okay, so let's define it. Yep, so as you can see, there's a letter right there, which defines, and also that letter is customizable. You can change the letter color and the background color. So let's go with another one, which is the contact chips. So contact chips is the same like the letter one, but the only difference here is you need to define the URL instead of adding the letters. So yep, so let's add it. URL, and then once we refresh the page, so we have a I think we have some sort of okay, so we have multiple text there. So we refresh the page. Yeah, so you have that. And that's the contact chips. And you can also, let's define the icon for our next tutorial. Icon type close, and also you can change which icon you want for the closable part, but by default we're using the close icon, which is the X one. So yep, so that's it. And next thing is we can also register an event using this. So if we close the event, so we have we can register a event handler. So let's define the UI field for this. So UI field chip, and then on the application view we can just define a UI field material chip, for example. And then right here, once it's attached, then we register the handler. So add close handler, material close, closed, And also you can add a click handler, so that once you click or select, you can define that also. And yeah, so that's it. And you can also programmatically control to close it. So for example, we add the material button just below the chip, close chip for example, and then we define the UI field, close chip. Then let's just copy that, and then you can define either both. You can do it using a UI handler. Maybe I can just show that. Yeah, on the previous tutorial we're using UI handler, but you can also define it using the old way, chip and click handler on Java, on how to implement the click handlers. Yeah. So let's start this. So we have chip that close, so that will automatically close the chip. So that's good. So yeah, this is just a simple implementation. So let's refresh the page now. Okay, so we have that. You can click it. Yeah, so you have clicked there. You can also close it. Yeah, so our handler is fired, and also I'll just refresh it. You can click this close chip in order for us to dynamically control the chip. Okay, so that is being closed. So yeah, I think we have all the use cases about chips. Customization is allowed. So maybe our next, on the current version, we don't have the material chip container which controls the children, its children, which are the chips element. So you can set active on any one of those chips. So that's the next thing that we will develop in order for you to easily controls a child to parent relationship about chips.